Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's James. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. Edwards pulls it in. From deep three-point land. Hauled in by Brown. Here's Korkmaz. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Check by James. Shot on the wing. That shot, no good. Here's Korkmaz. Kept alive. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. He's got 5.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
He gets it in there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here is James. It's Brown on the wing. Puts it up. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
From the arc. The shot misses.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Off target from outside. Lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Now, here is James. Pass to Korkmaz. Ball stolen. Fast break, here we go. Edwards gets the bucket.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Launches it. Korkmaz, no good. No one near him. And he hits the jumper.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
James with the ball. Shot to stop the run. That shot off the mark. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Check by James. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open 3s like that. What are you doing?
And here's Brown for 3. It doesn't go for him.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Check by James. And there's the rejection.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Oh, he picked him clean. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown with the steal. Pass to Korkmaz. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
3 points.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's De Silva. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's the horn, and it's a close game at the end of one. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
He's guarded by Napier. Back to Diallo. Shot clock at 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Napier. Takes a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Here's a Kobo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Booker attacking.
Oh my gracious.
Just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's a Kobo. No made baskets yet. Here's Diallo. And he recovers it. Pass to a Kobo. And there's the screen. He drops it from range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
From behind the arc. Second chance shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And it's all from three-point range. Diallo outside. Hits the trifecta. Diallo's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Covered by Diallo. There's a screen. Inside to halt the run. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's a Kobo. Here's Matajunas. Pass to a Kobo. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Right wing. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. For 3, Diallo. The shot comes out.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Oh, got that one up quick. Here's a Kobo. Pass to Diallo. To the inside. Stolen by Booker. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's a Kobo. The offensive rebound. Knocks down the triple.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
The three ball. The rebound by Corneli. Corneli's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. Pass to Akobo. The shot. Corneli passes to Diallo. The 3 is up. The rebound by Napier. Diallo's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Lets it go from deep. Pure from 3-point range.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Akobo. With 1 on the clock. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yes. Okay, fellas. Thanks for tuning in.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Pass to James. Brown with a screen. Shoots. He squares up and sinks it. Brown's got 6. Brown's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Out to the wing. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here is James. No points yet. 5 to shoot. Pass to Korkmaz. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fires the 3. Hauled in by Brown.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Korkmaz. He's got 5. Here's James. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now, here is James. Fades. Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Launches a 3. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here's Kalathis. Still no points. Pass to James. Here's Korkmaz. Misses the layup.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's De Silva, defended by Brown. It's Edwards on the wing. He buries it from 3. Edwards has got 8.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And here's Brown for three. The shot won't fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Off the inbound pass.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
With the fadeaway. De Silva with the rebound. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now, here is James. He's got 5. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Brown. And there it is for him.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Edwards looking it over. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Outside Edwards. It's deflected. James against Edwards. 24 seconds left in the third. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team. James.
Both free throws good from James. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. From deep, hits a three-pointer.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
First personal foul.
On Thursday, then on Sunday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Here's Akobo. He's guarded by Napier. Diallo outside. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
They get it back. Pass to Napier. Floats one. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Akobo. Cornerly, that's good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Three-pointer. On target from range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Diallo on the wing. The three is up. Pass to Akobo. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. It's Corley missing.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
And here's Napier. Outside Booker. Back to Napier. And he drives in. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Corneli. Corneli's got 7 rebounds in the game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
It's Napier with a drive. The three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Yeah, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The three, Diallo sinks the tray.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And there's James from the arc. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. And they're on the break. Off the mark there with a three. Outside, Brown. Diallo on the wing. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
The three, James. And Booker pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
From deep three-point range.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
The three. The shot that time not on target. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Team ball.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the heart. Incredible.
So it's the home team now. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was an incredible night of hoop.
NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Misses the three. Here's Balmore. Shields. Drills it from outside.
Shields. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Brooks. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Shields. Good on the baseline, Jay. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
No coverage that time. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. There's the drive.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Brooks outside. Shields drills the three-pointer.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Pass to Brooks. Cuts off the pass. Outside Edwards. Jacks up a three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Balmore. Beyond the arc. Out to Brooks. From the arc. Goes up again. De Silva with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Edwards looking it over. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Offensive rebound, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Looking to end the run. That shot off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
4-on-3 break. There's the triple. Cranes the three-pointer. Edwards got 6 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Shields.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. Lucic pass to Edwards. Lucic traps in the tray.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's De Silva. Nothing on the board. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
Excellent all-around down performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
They swipe it. To stop the drought, finishes the break with a slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by 12. And back with... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
It's picked off. Pass to Mirotic. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's McCormick, defended by Booker. Launches it. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. From deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. A 3 for Mirotic. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. It's 2 on 1. And stolen by Mirotic. A 3 ball. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Cozier. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. No good with the triple. Booker outside. Takes a 3. Good on the triple.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Cozier. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. To the middle. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Giffey. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic, and he gets it to go from the corner. Mirotic has got 10 points. For 3, Booker. McCormick with the rebound. Left side, Mirotic. From downtown, it's good from long range.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
From outside the arc, His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Three-pointer hits the three-point bomb.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Giffey. And just miss after miss right now.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out to the wing. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 6.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Napier. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Mirotic. Sinks the three-pointer. Here's Booker. And he...
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The shot is not
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, the energy in their hometown is electric, man. You could tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 3 doesn't go for him. For the lead. And the 3 ball is good.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
On the wing, Brooks. With the fadeaway. De Silva with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. They get the rebound. Out to Edwards. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Takes the 3. Another shot. It's stolen. Fires from deep. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Balmora. Fires the 3. That one misses. A tight game here in Utah. Lucic connects from three-point range. 6 points for him.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Balmaro, the pass to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Top of the key. De Silva with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
It's tipped. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Shoots the three. Balmaro, that's good.
Balmaro, 3.
And the home team has possession. Edwards drives in. Pass to De Silva. For the three. That shot misses. Here's Balmaro. Edwards defending. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Here's the screen. Shields. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
32 seconds left to play here in the third. Knocks down the 3 ball.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 16.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
So it's the visitors now. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Up by 1. And we're coming back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic. It fails to fall, now shooting just a little better than 50%, 5 for 9. And the dunk by Booker. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Mirotic, the screen. Nailed from three-point land.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Launches a 3. And no good that time. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. There's the 3.
Away team foul. Recorded. First personal foul.
Now here's Napier. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off it that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Mirotic against Booker. Here's Gozier. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. And stolen by Napier. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him. Buries the long-range jumper.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
Man, I tell you what, a recycle bin full of lead changes. It's been a game of major runs so far.
Puts up a deep 3. McCormick with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here we go, one-on-one. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got his first 2 points of the night. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Mirotic. Shoots. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Wide open look. Yes, that goes in.
Number 13. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. From past the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Good. Nice play there from Napier.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Pass to Mirotic. For 3. Another miss by Mirotic. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Six to shoot. No good there off the double clutch. Latrey. Here's Gozier. Offensive rebound.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Napier. Defense right on him. It drops.
And they do have a foul to give.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Mirotic. There's the pick. Wide open. It's in! Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Napier. It's good!
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's James on the wing. There's the triple. First shot won't go. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. The coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Armani Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. It's a three-point game. James with the ball. Clock at 4. No good on the 3.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Fires the 3. James with the rebound. Cuts off the pass. And they're pushing it up. Three-pointer in transition. 6 points for him.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's Kalathis. Here's Korkmaz. Counted from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. For 3. Drains the triple. Brooks has got 5 now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
For 3, James. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Fades and shoots. Pass to Balmaro. 4-3. They get it again. And at last, they get one to fall.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Outside, Brown. Korkmaz on the wing. Lets it fly. It's good from the top of the key. Korkmaz has got his second bucket on the night. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Balmaro. Fires from deep. Defended by Brown. To the left wing. Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one. Here's Kalathis. Yet to see a basket. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Brooks, right side. Pass to Balmaro. Here's the pick. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Brown with it. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kalathis. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Korkmaz, good. Korkmaz has got 8 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
The 3, James nails it from 3.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Brooks outside. Pass to Balmaro. There's the 3. Got a hand on it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. Leading by 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's Mirotic to the left side wing. 4-3, knocks it down from distance.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Akobo. Uses the glass on the layup.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Mirotic. That 3's off the mark. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Cornelie. Buries it down low. Cornelie's got his first points of the night.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Sends it home from three-point land.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And miss after miss right now.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Diallo, no good. Covered by Diallo. Here's Mirotic. He's scoreless. Pass to McCormick. On Tuesday, then on Friday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Akobo to the middle. Here's Cornelie, and that one is stuffed right through.
And the coaching staff has been asking him, use your length.
Yep, not taking any chances.
Yeah, and you love it when big guys play big. That's the reason they have all those screws up there on the rim.
Gets the 3 to fall.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Akobo. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The execution has been better lately. but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Mirotic can't get it to go.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
For three, Diallo fires in the triple. Diallo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
1:19 left in the second. Tries again. McCormick good.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And here's Diallo. He's got 6. Inside. The steal. Here's Mirotic. Fires the 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Pass to Akobo. They set the pick. Back to Diallo. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. That one's wide left. Here's McCormick. Pass to Mirotic. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. He's got 6. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Up in time. And it's good.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the visiting team.
They've done a...
Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. James outside. From downtown, and no good. James has gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Releases from the wing and drills it. Korkmaz on the wing. Brown with a screen. From deep. Can't hit that one. Here's Balmaro. Check by James. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. Korkmaz pulls it in. Down low. Here's Brown to the right side. From outside the arc. Counted from distance.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
They set a pick. 3-pointer. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And they're on the run.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
The 3, James. That shot off.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Balmaro has gone 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Korkmaz. Give him 8 points now. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. No good on the quick three. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Now, here is James. Defense right on him.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
On the wing, Brooks. Fires from the corner. The shot no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The three, James. He buries it from 3. James has got 8.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And the basket by Balmaro. 1:49 left in the third quarter. James deciding where to go with it. Here's Kalathis. James outside. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
To the wing on the left. Connects from downtown.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Brown. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Graf, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the basket by Balmaro.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
And James launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And it's James with the jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Corley. Stolen. On the break. Covered by Diallo. 6 to shoot. The fader. The rebound by Corneli. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And they pick up 2.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Full team foul.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Mirotic. Knocks it down from distance.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Diallo, no good. Lets the 3 fly. Here's McCormick. Goes back up. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Here's a Kobo from outside, off the mark. To the inside. Covered by Diallo. Jacks up a 3. Here's McCormick. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
They set the pick. It's James with the drive. And slam dunk by James.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Mirotic. Nails it from 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Drops in the 3.
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Covered by Diallo. To the paint. Lots of room. And perfection right through the net.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to Akobo. Back to Diallo. For 3. Sinks the tray.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Diallo's gone 4 for 7 from the field tonight. Here's Mirotic, defended by Brown. Here's Mirotic. The 3 is up. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
James attacking. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Check by James. And stolen by Diallo. James passes to Brown. There's a screen to take the lead with the drive. Yeah!
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
And the visitors call time here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and the coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Tries to keep it alive. He's guarded by Caruso. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
There's 6 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Third team foul.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second of two is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And the visitors call time here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Can they get it? Misses the 3. And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a performance they had here at home today.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitor.
Number 13.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Korkmaz. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's the fast break. It's tipped. James looking around. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Gets an open look and hits.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
On the wing, Brown. To the left side wing. Here's Papagiannis. And finished off by Brown.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now here's James. Defense is right there. The screen from Brown. Here's Korkmaz. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Korkmaz has got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Calathis. Here's Korkmaz. Lets it go with the three. That one doesn't go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's the fast break. They set the pick. Here's James. The kick out to Brown. Shoots the three. Korkmaz, no good. Takes the three. Buries it from three-point range.
Number 13.
9 points in the game so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
They get it again.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Fires the three. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Brown deciding where to go with it. Unloads. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Papagiannis. He has yet to score. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Knocks down the three ball.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
James outside. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got 5.
And he's not going to miss those very often. Even from deep, the D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Now Edwards. James covering. For the three. That shot off. Good if it goes. Not going to go that time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you. this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
They've got Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the 2. Three-pointer, sinks the triple. Diallo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And looks like the illegal kick is set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
There's a good screen. Pass to Corniche. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Napier. Tight defense on him. Up and in on the layup. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's a Kobo. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Giffey, he's guarded by Diallo. Now here's Booker. Hasn't made one yet. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the three-pointer.
3 points.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's a Kobo. Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. Kobo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
To the inside, Moniunas, and the layup's good off the glass. Moniunas has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Napier with it. Giffey. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 6.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's a Kobo.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of the game. Diallo, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the wing right side. Giffey. Craps in the tray.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Diallo, no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
At the line for the away team.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Diallo. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Here's Corniche, a 3-ball. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Napier covering. Pass to Okobo. Will it go? Trains it from beyond the arc. Okobo's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
A three-pointer, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Diallo. Cornish's shot is off. Cornish has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Booker. Launches it. Cornish with the rebound. Here's Diallo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by a point. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show. They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys, this...
And that'll do it for half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Calathes. No scoring in this one. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, here's Edwards. G right on him. The 3. The shot misses. Brown outside. They set the pick. There's the 3. Can't hit that one. And they're on the break. James defending. With his first shot attempt, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's hauled in by Brown.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Papagiannis, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Papagiannis has got his second basket of the night.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Korkmaz has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Outside Edwards. To the right side. Lucic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Calathes. Edwards defending. Calathes passes to Papagiannis. Pass to Korkmaz. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Korkmaz has got 9 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's the screen. Here's Edwards. And he converts the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
A tight game here in Los Angeles. From 18 feet away. Papagiannis kicks to James. Fades back. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 8.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Nailed from 3-point land.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
There's Brown with the three. Drains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's Edwards on the wing. Down low. It's intercepted. Inside. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
1:12 left in the third quarter. Pass to Korkmaz. They set the pick. There's Brown with the three. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to Korkmaz. For 3. That shot missing.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Lucic. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And here is James. 10 points for him. The tray. The shot missing. Launches it from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Leading by 7. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's a Kobo in at the 2-go.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Right wing is Diallo. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's a Kobo. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. From past the arc, hits it from 3-point range.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Drives to the hoop.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Out to the right wing. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And that one is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Diallo. Napier covering. There's the triple. Akobo. That's good. Akobo's got 6 here in this quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And he drives in, and he jams it with authority.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
How about this?
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
So the wing on the left to take the lead. And the dunk by Booker. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Here's a Kobo. Aniunas passes to Diallo. And there's the try. A slam cut by Diallo.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
That is incredible.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. There's a screen. That's to Okobo. In the corner, Moniutis with it. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
This one for 3. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. It's offensive basket interference.
Substitution on the court.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately. Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
3rd team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Fires from way outside. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Balmaro. Out to the right wing. And he drops that one in. To the wing, right side. From behind the arc. No good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Pass to De Silva. They grab their own miss. Now here's Edwards. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Edwards got 5.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Brooks with it. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Balmaro, 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Brooks outside. Oh, okay then. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Pass to De Silva. Points. That one goes. Here's Brooks. To the middle. Here's Balmaro. Shot clock at 5. On target from range.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
A minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Hits a three-pointer.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pulls it. The three. Goes up again. Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Edwards for 3. The shot off that time. Inside. Pass to Brooks. There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Balmaro. Releases. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's De Silva. Drains the triple. De Silva's got 5. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Leading by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Launches it. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Three-pointer, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Pass to Napier. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. All sorts of time. That's good on the jumper. He's got 5. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Mirotic. Booker defending. And there's a pick. This one for 3. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Pass to Mirotic. The 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Oh, got a piece of it. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he hits the jumper. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Fires it. Money from the wing. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And that one no good to start off tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Mirotic. From the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 10.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Booker can't get it to go.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And that one good.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's Mirotic. No good from outside. Buries it from 3. .59 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pulls up on the wing. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Booker, good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Mirotic. 10 points for him. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. All alone on the break. Here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Takes the 3. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
32.
You take a look at the visitors. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big
And moving on, let's jump over to our current game. It's a tight one so far for the home team.
total team effort instead of
And that is going to do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. They set the screen, puts up a 3. He can't hit that time. Here we go, one-on-one. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assisted by
He has 7.
number 7.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Balmaro. Offline with a 3. Here we go. Here's De Silva. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. De Silva's gone 2 of 5 tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
For the tie. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And he makes the first.
Lucic. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Home team ball.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Brooks from outside. That shot missing.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Balmaro. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
For the lead. Tipped. They recover it. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. And finally, they hit one. Edwards has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Edwards gone 3 of 5 from the field. No good from the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Over to the left wing. Fires for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
I just love the ball move.
To win the run. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Launches a 3. That one no good. There's the 3. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
De Silva's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds now. Fade away. Brooks with the rebound. In transition, here they come. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. 4-3. They get the rebound. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Mirotic can't get it to go. It's a one-on-one situation. And he jams it home with authority.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. To the inside. For 3. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 5 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Substitution on the court.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Mirotic. Booker defending. Pass to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. And there's the screen. Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning times.
Connects from downtown.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. To the middle. Counted from distance.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Jacks up a 3. And Booker pulls it down. Launches it from deep. Drills it from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Oh, deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Well, their shooting is not where they want it to be here in the second half, especially if they want to chase down that lead.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Mirotic. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A deep 3. Fires the 3. That shot is off.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Plenty of space. The rebound by Napier.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Booker for 3. No good there. He's guarded by Napier. Plenty of room to knock down that one. 1:46 left to play in the 4th. Three-pointer. No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one. Here's Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. There's the screen. Top of the key. Good. He hits the jumper. A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter here. Intercepted. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. We've got 1:13 left to play in the 4th quarter. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
From the corner. That one goes. Count it. 58 seconds left in the final quarter. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The shot no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up at
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 down low. Now here's James. Here's Calathes. No good on the 3. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Brown. There's the pick. Launches a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Balmore. Over to the wing. A 3-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. And you take a look at this home team. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
When you look at this visiting team, they weren't supposed to be this good. I mean, people have now started to accept that they're a real factor in how this season will ultimately play out.
Now here's James. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to Brooks. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Brown the pass to James. 3-pointer. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From downtown, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Brown, offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Takes a 3. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. James, left side. Pass to Korkmaz. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shields. And the 3 off target. Here's Calathes. Still scoreless. Papagiannis kicks to Brown. The screen from Brown. 4 on the clock. Korkmaz, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
From deep, James in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. 51 seconds left to play in the first. There's the pick. Pass to Brooks. Here's Balmaro. From the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammates.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Fires it up. Brooks grabs the board. Here's Balmaro over James. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They're up by 4. And the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them. If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
We've got Diallo, and it's Moniunas in at the center position. Outside Mirotic. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Diallo.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's up a 3. Here's Moniunas. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Diallo out there at court each. And it's a Kobo in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kobo's got 6 in the quarter. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Back to Mirotic. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. Here's a Kobo. He's got 6. Stolen away. Pushing it up. Here's Quizair. A 3-pointer off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And it's a Kobo missing. Outside Mirotic. Hands it from downtown. Mirotic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Corniche, the pass to a Kobo. Lets the 3 fly, and the basket by Corniche.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Connects from 3-point range. Kobo's got 9 points. Kobo's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And finished off by Mirotic.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
2 minutes.
Fires for 3. It's good from long range.
Number 32.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Shoots it. Moniunas grabs the miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot out? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Outside Mirotic. The 3. Moniunas grabs the miss. On Moniunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beyond the arc. McCormick with the rebound. Into the lane. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Got that one up quick. 14 points for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Here's Okobo. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lets it go with the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
From the arc, McCormick with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Launches it, traps in the tray.
Number 1.
16 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Okobo. 17 points in the game. And here's Diallo with 1 on the clock. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq, once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds.
Thank you for being with us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Calathes. Scoreless thus far. On the wing, James. Pass to Korkmaz. Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Korkmaz has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. We've got Brown. Korkmaz is out there with James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. Almost gone 2 of 3 from the field. Three-pointer. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's James. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Shields takes it inside.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
There's the triple. Brooks grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Calathes passes to James. Here's Calathes. Brooks covering. Pass to Korkmaz. Takes the 3. That shot, no good. Korkmaz has gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Here's Balmore. Shields. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Brown sets a screen for James. Fires the three, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. A little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 14.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Papagiannis can't hit. Papagiannis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. 1:35 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Balmoro. They set the pick. For the lead. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Bangs home the trifecta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Shields. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Korkmaz. Brown outside. Here's Coathis. And a miss there on the triple. Brooks outside. Shields hands it from downtown. James, the pass to Brown. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Leading by just 1. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nailed from 3-point land. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here he goes. Nose up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's a Kobo. They grab their own miss. Corniche. And he banks in the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Outside Mirotic. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Pass to Diallo. Launches a 3. Excellent D there for Mirotic.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Here's the screen. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. 6 to shoot. McCormick passes to Mirotic. Fires for 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
From deep, Akobo. That's good. Akobo's got 20 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the three ball is good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Shields. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Palmer. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. They set the pick. Here's a Kobo. Got a piece of it. Mirotic against Brown. And Mirotic throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. James has a two-pointer. The quick look, no good that time. Outside Mirotic. Over Diallo. Another miss by Mirotic. Here's a Kobo. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. 20 points for him.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Giannis kicks to James. Pass to Brown. Outside, James. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's a Kobo. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Diallo the pass to a Kobo. Pass to James. Shoots a fader. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You know.
And here is Mirotic. From outside the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, they're going to have to foul intentionally here and just hope for some missed free throws. And even if they get them, I don't think there's enough time left for a comeback.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean...